The dialogue. Yo, I mean, you know, I love my city. You know what I'm saying? It's a history, man, and a lot of people don't know, man. It's spiritual energy that, man, what they don't know from these streets, man. We come from this struggle, man. We come from these blues and rock and roll and all that, man. So when you hear somebody rapping about how grimy it is in the city, this is the unofficial story, man. This is where it all started. You know what I'm saying? Give or take. Throughout the blues and the jazz, all the soul juke joints and the rock and roll past stacks, past Sun Records, past High Records, past everything pre-85, the past epic. The youngsters in the city on the bluff became infatuated by sounds and stuff. Hip-hop had to be interpreted locally, so visualize the DJ spinning records, nouveau bass, locked out shades, moving, stepping the dance crazy. Crystal Palace, people took off their skates and started moving, man. There's something about this sound that's got us straight up doing, swinging arms and fists, moving in the circle at the same time. Gangsta, gangsta, gangsta walk, say that name off one time. DJ Spanish Fly, repeat it over the mic. SMK, new record, got the whole city hype. It begins, get booked, or just started underground, aided by the lyrical drive-bys of Scarface Al and Patrick Hall. You probably know him better as Gangsta Pat. His daddy was Willie Hall, the tightest drummer off from Stacks. His album #1 Suspect was the first major label release from a rapper from the streets of Memphis, Tennessee. Peep, while the sound was growing, we looked toward Orange Mountain. A DJ named SQUEEKY was out there holding it down. Some say he's the godfather of this Memphis sound. With this spaced out mixtapes that Mr. Z's that got around. Right up until the song Looking for the Chewing came out, and I heard 3 rappers. One was from the north, 2 was from the mound. The other 2 held it down. Primrose Smith and Marlon Jermaine Goodwin. 8 Ball and MJG on the outside looking in. Downtown Jackson Brown played their song on the radio. Lyrics of a pimp set ablaze with Memphis fatal flows, and then they were set. They moved to Houston with Tony Draper and came out hard. Swap House Records a long way from the boulevard. Around that time, Drew came and signed Little Blunt and NOG. People was tripping when they was rapping about Memphis, Tennessee, rapping about Crystal Palace. And speaking of that, you remember the other rapper that I said was on SQUEEKY's track? Oh, that's Derek Hill with the gangsta limp, North Memphis area. I'm talking about the Skinny Pimp. Give me some production mixtapes up and down Hollywood and Chelsea with Lady B, Little Jen and 211. Lady B and Skinny held it down until they broke up, while another DJ from the north had sounds that spoke up, Jordan Houston, and now we call him Juicy J. Had them hard mixtapes from Cypress Gardens that was straight. Then he hooked up with Paul Beauregard, Mr. DJ Paul from Black Haven, clicked up for that summer of '94 tape. Gangsta Boo, Lord Imp, Coop Crunchy Black. They say that was the beginnings of 666 Mafia, give or take. Nobody was stopping trust. A Mystic Styles in the summer was the hit that had us on that Memphis. Now back to South Memphis, South Lauderdale to be exact. Evan Young was slanging rocks before he ever hit the track. Courtney Harris was at the tire shop. Now who was that? Little Fly, Little Flizz, aka Gangsta Black. He had Memphis calling them IBN. It's daring that. On the low, he had us all learning a little Arabic. And at this time, most Memphis rappers from the city, tongue twisted. Skinny Pimp was one of the best with 666 and others listed. Bone Thugs had some Anna, the whole city had some beef. Say we is weak, nigga, then live by your rep. Meet us on the streets, the sound changing with the underground tapes that just came in. Memphis had a sound and no one could understate it. Showboys, Triggerman Records, what's the basis? Had the beat that had to be basic, not too complex and not too basic, just what it is. 3-6 getting big, gold records in Memphis. Ballin' G was just before with that space age pimpin'. Now this rapper from Black Haven named Tila was tired of ballin'. He had a record named Show Enough for MJG and Ballin' that gave him a gold record. The producer of that record was Phelan Alexander. Jazzy Faye, he raised the standard with Penny Hardaway, put it down with the Orlando Magic. That was the same time that Memphis rap was still standing, but at the same time, man, you know it was some Anna. Incoming from the city, boy, you know it was some Anna. After King of the Players Ball, Skinny Pimp left 3-6, and after Gangsta Black's Candy B, then he left 3-6 and Player Fly was gone away. Hooked up with Super Sig and Tunica, did crowning me and had the city on that bay. Nappy hair, gold teeth, back to the mound with Tom C and Criminal Main. If you ain't down, Mo Cheddar and DJ SQUEEKY still cranking them sounds with project players, the underground, and making easy money, pipping hoes and style. And there was MVP song, now the scene be strong. A few years passed, and then some more bump came along. Player Fly, moving on, was a Memphis classic. Nobody needs nobody, man, you had to ask it. I knew that song was about Paul and Juicy, whatever, we rocked it. And back in the north, some real niggas was plotting profits. Patrick Houston, the older brother of Jordan, came with Get It Green, and he had us like more than proud to be them ballers from the south. He had us like better, pistol on our lapper, thumbs in the air, man, your boy Project Better. Gold record status, nationwide, Memphis had made it, and all that time with some support from some radio stations. Little Larry, Stan Bill, Boogaloo, Colin, Howard Q, K97, 101, and 107 too. But now some more acts came around, and another nigga that was down, but he wasn't from the mound. His name was Mario Mims, and he lived in Ridgecrest, but he hung on Watkins and Brown. Where the dope tracks is at, where the dope tracks is at, where the real cone be at, where the real cone be at, where Melanie Soul Food is at. After I bang your broad, like nobody, a full-time hustler, the truth, yo, got it. And Mr. N was popping, and Monkey on the stick proper. Premier nightclub, and denim and diamonds on locker. A ship was changing when the Kia Coleman came in, and Dre Day Stevens, the rap hustlers was creeping, and Kia took everyone that was popping the TVT in. It seemed like a ship that came and 3-6 was leaving, but peep this, it only lasted long as the posture. Rap hustlers was lost his Ross before 3-6 got Oscars. Whoa, jumping ahead, but at this time to shed some light toward where Memphis has came from, and the last opinions and some more. Right up to now, Hustle and Flow came out. Craig Brewer gave a debut about how it is to get on. Whoop that trick, what's that song? And Nasty Nardo got on, and the Oscars went to the Trey 6, not counting I in my creation of the matrices. Memphis made from all portions, it stated with, it's kinda scattered, but hey, I tried to document the hardest sound under the Mason-Dixon line. Unofficial, the dialogue, yeah, and Memphis made me. And then after all those dudes, you know what I'm saying, a youngster from the north part of the city, named Don Beckton, you know what I'm saying, named the Dialogue DiCaprio, sat down and wrote down the unofficial history lesson of his city, and here it ends. Man, it's a whole bunch of talent down here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a bigger story than what they want to say and what they want to have y'all realize. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, I ain't preaching to you, but man, it's real, man. You come from all of that, man. And that's just a loose space story. You know what I'm saying? There's so many other rappers, man. There's so many other rappers from all sides, man. Just with slanging tapes, man. You know what I'm saying? Southern style, do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? We ain't need none of that. I mean, those folks wanna be like you know what I'm saying? Got gold grills like you. You know, wanna walk around and say, man, like you. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, just ride to this. Like I said, man. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to all hood. Shouts out to the whole Memphis, man. I'm talking about all sides, all nations. You know what I'm saying? All sides. You know what I'm saying? Just ride this one out. What? Yeah. The dialogue.